Welcome back to Girl Talk. Thanks for tuning in. We're filming here at Odana Antiques, and coming up next, actually, we'll check in with Sue about maybe a potential treat for your Valentine, or just to browse. It's a great place to come.
Absolutely.
But first, we have Charles and Billy from Hwarangdo, and they're going to teach us some new things today about proactive self-defense strategies, if you will.
Absolutely.
Great. Okay, so just diving in, what would be the ideal distance for me in a potentially threatening situation to keep?
Yeah, you basically want to be at least 3 feet away from a potential dangerous person or hazard. A lot of people think that arm's length is the best distance, but if I can touch him, he can touch me as well.
So Elise and I are about 3 feet, right?
That is correct, and
Okay.
it allows you reaction time if someone were to try to grab at you, punch at you, things like that. So maintaining that distance is essential to keep yourself safe.
And I was going to say, Billy's arm is a lot longer than my arm.
Only a little bit.
Earlier we were talking about stance, and you had said how stance just is really critical in sending so many different messages. Tell us more about a self-defense stance we should adopt.
So there are the components of balance and the ergonomic body posture, which is really important. So if you're a left-handed person, your left foot is going to step back. If you're right-handed, your right foot is going to step slightly back. Very important that your elbows are in and we have our fingers together and palms facing out, sending that signal of keeping the distance. We never want to stand with our fists clenched, because even in how we present ourselves, it's about de-escalation and how everyone's perceiving the situation and aggression.
I think that's such a great point. I love that idea of just de-escalating the situation and keeping the small problems small.
You bet.
I'm totally the opposite. Okay, so this stance that you just told us about, why is this so effective in striking and or grabs?
Again, if you're 3 feet away from your potential attacker, having your elbows in, as Billy said, and your power foot back, power hand, power foot back, allows you the ability to strike linear, straight ahead, which is going to be the fastest, most effective way to keep someone away, whether it's a strike, a push, a front kick. That linear attack is going to be your best means of defense and actually getting away from that potentially dangerous person.
From a balance
makes
and
sense.
strength standpoint.
Absolutely.
Right.
Most athletes, I mean, if you're right-handed, like you said, right foot is back, hands in, elbows in, and your power comes from your shoulders and your hips. So we never want to have our elbows out. We never want to crouch forward. We want to make sure our back is nice and straight so we can see everything coming, eyes wide open, elbows in, so we can just strike effectively, linearly.
No chicken wing.
No chicken wing.
Got
Do you
it.
think that comes, just a real quick question, do you think that comes naturally to people to have the proper foot back, or is that something you really need to learn?
I think that's different for different people. Some people have those natural gifts of movement, and some people it takes a little more work.
That's true.
The cool thing about what we do is everything from our stance to all of the components of our curriculum, we make sure that it's stuff that really pretty much everybody can do. So whether you take a little more practice or not, doesn't matter. Everybody can do it.
Okay, so we talked about the practicality of having the proper stance. What's the significance of the message of that stance as well?
Like
How
Mr.
it's
Dean,
perceived, I guess.
like Mr. Dean mentioned, keeping that good posture, elbows in, hands up. Those hands being out sends that signal of stay back or stop, but also having your gaze straight forward, looking at that person in the eyes.
I see you.
Absolutely, standing with that good posture and letting them know that you're not an easy target or anything like that. Showing that confidence, even in how you carry yourself, is very important.
And again, something that we alluded to earlier, having your hands open this way also sends the message for people who are, potentially innocent bystanders who are watching this, unfold. You look like the person who's trying to de-escalate the situation. You don't appear to be the aggressor.
Oh, that's
This looks
interesting.
aggressive.
Or maybe
This-
even that you are like in potential danger or trouble, or
Yeah, we tell people all the time, what does this look like? Stop, stay back. It's very
Yeah.
clear. So.
gosh, it's the little things.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so tell us about some goodies that are coming up with you guys.
Number one, and we'll go back and forth, our February special is 1 week of free training, absolutely free at any of our martial arts schools. So a week of free training, no uniform needed, no down payment, just a week of unlimited classes.
I think the Girl Talk girls should go.
That sounds so cool. Yeah.
Yep, that's number one, and then
Absolutely. The big one we have is our Winter Carnival is coming on 2/27. That's at the North Academy. That's going to be for all of our academies and all of our clubs. That's a really big one.
Yep. We have, kind of going backwards a little bit, we have a bake sale that we're doing at all of our schools just to raise funds, for our scholarships and things like that. So that's February 17th.
Oh my gosh, great. Well, time just ran out, but we love having you guys. Thanks for being here. Stay tuned for more Girl Talk. We're here at Odana Antiques, and we'll be coming up next.